Ever wondered what your legs are whispering about your health? Most folks miss that serious health risks often start in the legs, long before they show elsewhere. Poor circulation, weak muscles, or mysterious pain can be silent alarms of bigger issues brewing. The scary part? By the time symptoms scream, damage may already be done. In this video, we'll unveil 6 powerhouse foods to shield your legs, boost circulation, and prevent muscle loss. Choices that could truly add vibrant years to your life. When your legs falter, your whole body feels it. Numbness, cramps, swelling, or weakness? Pay attention. Stick with me to the end. 2 simple foods are easy to add to your diet and can keep you strong, mobile, and independent as you age. You might be missing key nutrients right now, putting you at risk. Let's dive in. Haven't subscribed? Hit that button and ring the bell for more ways to thrive in your golden years. Like cramps can hit like a lightning bolt. Sharp, searing pain that yanks you out of sleep or stops you mid-step. For Clara, a lively 72-year-old from Charleston, these nighttime calf spasms were becoming her unwelcome routine. She'd stretch, twist, and rub her legs, but relief felt like a distant dream. It was just the pain, it was the dread of losing her morning walks along the waterfront, where she'd wave to neighbors and soak in the salty breeze. Determined to reclaim her stride, Clara dug into the root of her troubles and found a fix that worked wonders. Turns out, those cramps were her body's way of waving a red flag. Dehydration and a shortage of key minerals like potassium, magnesium, and sodium. Clara wasn't drinking enough water, and her diet, while hearty, leaned heavy on comfort foods. Think meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Without enough of the good stuff her muscles crave. So she made some simple swaps. She started sipping water all day, keeping a glass by her side. Mornings began with a banana or a slice of juicy watermelon, both packed with potassium. She tossed sweet potatoes and avocados into her meals, loving their creamy textures and mineral boosts. For an extra kick, Clara added a pinch of sea salt to her water now, and then recharging her electrolytes without overdoing it. Coconut water became her go-to after gardening, cooling her down while nourishing her muscles. The change was like flipping a switch. Within days, Clara's cramps faded, replaced by legs that felt strong and ready for action. Her morning walks were back, longer and livelier than ever, and she even started dancing again at her weekly community suppers. That freedom to move without fear of a spasm was pure gold. It wasn't just about dodging pain, it was about living fully, confidently, at an age when every step counts. Your muscles need hydration and minerals to stay happy. Skip the sugary drinks and aim for steady sips of water throughout the day. Foods like spinach, almonds, or a handful of berries can keep your mineral levels steady. If you're on meds that mess with your electrolytes, some blood pressure pills do chase away cramps. They hand you back your spark, letting you stroll, dance, or chase grandkids with ease. If leg cramps are cramping your style, you're not alone. Drop a 1 in the comments to share your story, or pick up a tip from someone who's been there. Let's keep moving strong, together, every step of the way. As the years pile on, muscle loss can creep in, especially after 60, turning simple lies climbing stairs or getting up from a favorite armchair into a real challenge. Weak legs don't just slow you down, they raise the risk of falls, which can steal your independence in a heartbeat. But here's the good news, you can fight back. Protein is your secret weapon for rebuilding strength and keeping your legs steady. Just ask Henry, a spirited 78-year-old from Nashville who turned his wobbly steps into confident strides with a few smart changes. He was the guy who never missed a chance to tinker in his garden or strolled to the local diner for coffee with friends. But lately, standing up from his recliner felt like scaling a mountain, and his walks were cut short by shaky legs. It wasn't just frustrating, it was unnerving. A close call on his porch steps made him realize he needed to act fast to stay on his feet. After a chat with his doctor, Henry learned that muscle loss, or sarcopenia, was sapping his strength, and protein was the key to turning things around. To stay active, Henry revamped his plate. He started his days with scrambled eggs or Greek yogurt, both brimming with protein to fuel his muscles. Lunch often included grilled chicken or a hearty lentil soup, and dinners featured salmon or black beans, which he grew to love for their flavor and muscle-building power. When he was on the go, a protein shake, he didn't stop there. Henry added short walks and gentle chair exercises to his routine, giving his muscles a reason to grow stronger. Within weeks, he was popping up from chairs with ease, and his garden strolls stretched longer. filled with the joy of moving freely again. His balance was sharper, his stamina was back, and that fear of falling, it faded like a bad memory. Protein isn't just food. It's the building block that keeps your muscles resilient, your coordination sharp, and your confidence high. Aim for lean sources like eggs, fish, turkey, or beans every day. If chewing's tough or you're short on time, a protein shake can be a lifesaver. Just pick one low in sugar. Pair that with simple movements like leg lifts or short walks to wake your muscles up. Long legs mean you can keep doing what you love, whether it's dancing at a family wedding or chasing grandkids around the yard without hesitation. You deserve to move with ease and live on your terms. If you're ready to boost your strength and stay steady, drop a 2 in the comments below. Share your story or grab a tip from others who are keeping their legs strong. Let's stay active, independent, and unstoppable together. Nothing saps your energy like poor circulation. Those icy feet, swollen ankles, or that prickly tingle in your legs that makes you pause. It's more than discomfort. It's a warning sign that your blood flow isn't keeping up, putting your leg health at risk. But you can turn the tide with the right foods, especially omega-3s, which work like a charm to keep your vessels open and your legs lively. Just ask Lillian, a vibrant 74-year-old from Savannah, who went from dragging her feet to striding with confidence, thanks to a few delicious changes. Lillian was the heart of her book club, always ready with a warm laugh and a sharp insight. But lately her legs felt heavy, like they were wading through molasses. Her feet were perpetually cold, even under layers of wool socks. And by evening, her ankles swelled enough to blur her shoelaces. It wasn't just annoying, it was stealing her joy. She missed her evening strolls through the neighborhood, where she'd wave at kids on bikes and admire the blooming magnolias. A visit to her doctor revealed that poor circulation was the culprit, and omega-3s could help by reducing inflammation, widening blood vessels, and keeping clots at bay. Lillian dove in with gusto. She started adding omega-3 core foods to her meals, savoring grilled salmon or sardines a few times a week. Their rich flavors a treat rather than a chore. Walnuts became her go-to snack, tossed into salads or munched during her morning coffee. She sprinkled chia seeds and ground flax seeds under her oatmeal or yogurt, loving how they added a nutty crunch while boosting her blood flow. To keep things simple, she even tried a fish oil supplement after checking with her doctor. Paired with gentle leg stretches and short walks, these changes worked wonders. Within weeks, Lillian's legs felt lighter, her feet warmed up, and the swelling eased. Those evening strolls were back, and she even started hosting her book club again. Her energy infectious. 3S are like a tune-up for your circulatory system. Studies show they lower the risk of artery disease, keeping blood flowing smoothly to power your every step. Aim for foods like salmon, mackerel, or walnuts 3 times a week. Sprinkle flax seeds on cereal or blend them into smoothies for an easy boost. If fish isn't your thing, try plant-based options like chia seeds or talk to your doctor about supplement. Staying hydrated and adding light movement, like ankle circles or a daily walk, helps your blood keep moving too. These small steps don't just ease symptoms, they give you the strength to live fully. Whether you're gardening, dancing, or just kicking back with friends, if poor circulation's slowing you down, you're not alone. Drop a 3 in the comments to share your story, or pick up a tip from others who found their flow. Let's keep our legs strong and our spirits high. Together. Hustle. Before I moved to Snagwell, I snapped up on your step and making every move feel like a chore. It's easy to blame age, but often the real culprit is something simpler. Like a shortage of magnesium, this mighty mineral keeps your muscles humming, and without enough, you might face cramps, twitches, or shaky legs. Just ask Mabel, a vibrant 76-year-old from Savannah, who rediscovered her strength and steadiness by giving her body the magnesium it craved. Mabel was the heart of her book club, always ready with a warm laugh and a sharp opinion on the latest novel. But over time, her legs started betraying her. Nightly cramps jerked her awake, and a trembling weakness made her hesitate on her daily walks through the park. She worried about losing the freedom to wander her neighborhood or host her friends for tea. At first, Mabel chalked it up to getting older, but a nudge from her daughter led her to a doctor, who pointed to magnesium deficiency. Aging bodies don't absorb this mineral as well, and Mabel's diet, heavy on comfort foods like casseroles, lacked the magnesium for doing bad. Determined to take charge, Mabel made some delicious changes. She started snacking on almonds, savoring their crunch and magnesium punch, Spinach found its way into her morning smoothies and evening salads. Adding a nutrient boost, bananas became her go-to dessert, sweet and brimming with the mineral her muscles crave. She even sprinkled quinoa into soups and casseroles, loving its nutty flavor and muscles. To round things out, Mabel sipped water throughout the day to help her body use those nutrients. She checked with her doctor before considering a supplement, ensuring it wouldn't clash with her heart meds. Within weeks, the cramps vanished. Her legs felt steady and her walks stretched longer, filled with the joy of moving confidently again. Mabel was back to hosting book club with flair, her energy and spark fully restored. Magnesium does more than ease cramps. It powers muscle contractions, calms twitches, and keeps your legs ready for action. As we age, our bodies need extra help absorbing, so load up on greens like kale, nuts like cashews, or whole grains like oats. A handful of pumpkin seeds or a slice of whole grain toast with avocado can work wonders. If you're curious about supplements, talk to your doctor first. Some meds don't play nice with extra magnesium. These small steps don't just steady your legs. They lift your confidence, letting you stride into every day with ease. You deserve to feel strong and sure form, whether you're chasing a sunset or just heading to the mailbox. If magnesium deficiency strikes a chord, or you've got a tip for staying steady, drop a 4 in the comments below. Let's share stories and keep moving with strength together. High blood pressure can quietly wreak havoc, especially on your legs. It tightens blood vessels, slowing the flow and leaving you with swollen ankles, numbness, or that heavy aching feeling that makes every step a chore. Left unchecked, it's not just uncomfortable, it can steal your mobility and dim your spark. But there's a vibrant 5-way to fight back. Nitrate killer vegetables like beets, spinach, and arugula. These powerhouses can lower your blood pressure, open up blood flow, and get your legs feeling light again. Just ask Margaret, a 71-year-old from Savannah, who turned her swollen legs into a distant memory with a few delicious changes. Margaret was always the life of her book club, her laughter filling the room as she shared stories over tea. But lately, her ankles were puffing up like balloons by midday, and a tingling numbness in her feet made her hesitate on her evening strolls through the park. She worried it was just part of getting older, but a visit to her doctor revealed high blood pressure was restricting blood flow to her legs. Determined to keep her active, joyful life, Margaret dove into a plan that was as tasty as it was effective. She started tossing beets into her meals, roasted in salads with a sprinkle of feta or blended into smoothies with berries for a sweet, earthy kick. Lunch often featured spinach or arugula, either in a crisp salad or sautéed with garlic for a warm, comforting salad. She even grew fond of bok choy and celery, sneaking them into stir-fries or snacking on them with hummus. These nitrate-crept veggies worked like magic to relax blood vessels and ease the pressure. Within weeks, Margaret's swelling vanished. Her legs felt lighter, and those park walks stretched longer, filled with the chatter of friends and the glow of feeling good. As a bonus, her heart and brain got a boost too, keeping her sharp for those lively book club debates. Nitrates aren't just science, they're nature's way of keeping your blood flowing and your body thriving. Add a handful of leafy greens or a sliced beet to your plate daily. Celery sticks or a bowl of cabbage soup can do wonders too. Pair this with gentle movement like a short walk or chair stretches to keep circulation humming. If you're on blood pressure meds, talk to your diet complements your plan. These small steps don't just ease swelling, they lift your energy, sharpen your focus, and add years to your life. Life's too rich to let nagging health worries weigh you down, whether it's the simple joy of a morning stroll or the warmth of laughing with family over dinner. But for many, high blood pressure or swollen legs can cast a shadow, making every step feel heavier than it should. Those puffy ankles or the constant hum of a blood pressure monitor can sap your energy and steal your spark. Meet Agnes, a vibrant 74-year-old from Savannah, who found a way to lighten her load and rediscover the spring in her step. Agnes was the heart of her book club, always ready with a quick wit and a plate of her famous peach cobbler. But lately her legs felt like they were carrying an extra load. By midday her ankles would swell, tight and uncomfortable, and her blood pressure readings were creeping higher despite her meds. It wasn't just the discomfort, it was the worry. She'd heard stories of friends sidelined by heart trouble or falls, and she wasn't ready to give up her active days. Determined to stay in the game, Agnes took charge with a plan that brought her legs and her heart back into rhythm. Her first step was simple but powerful. Movement. Agnes started with short walks around her garden, just 10 minutes at a time, letting the fresh air and gentle pace get her blood flowing. She added chair exercises, lifts and ankle rolls to ease the swelling. Her doctor suggested elevating her legs for 15 minutes a day, propped up on a cushion while she read, which worked like a charm. Agnes also took a hard look at her diet. She cut back on salty snacks, goodbye potato chips, and leaned into fresh veggies, berries, and potassium-core bananas to help her body balance fluids. Sipping water all day became her new habit, keeping her hydrated and her blood pressure steadier. Compression socks, a tip from a friend, hugged her legs just right, reducing puffiness so she could move with ease. The changes weren't overnight, but they were steady. Within weeks, Agnes felt lighter, her legs less swollen and her energy soaring. Her blood pressure readings started to settle, and she could walk to the park with her grandkids without that heavy, achy feeling. Best of all, she was back to hosting her book club, sharing stories and smiles, without a worry holding her back. It was more than physical, it was the freedom to live fully, to savor every moment with the people she loved. You deserve that same freedom, to feel unburdened and ready for whatever the day brings. Small steps can make a big difference. Try low-impact movement, like walking or stretching, to keep your circulation humming. Elevate your legs daily to ease swelling, and swap salty foods for hardcore options, like leafy greens or avocados. Stay hydrated, and if your doctor okays it, consider compression socks for extra support. If meds are part of your routine, stick with them and check in with your doctor about any swelling or spikes. These aren't just fixes. They're your ticket to confident, carefree days. If high blood pressure or leg swelling is on your mind, you're not alone. Drop a 5 in the comments below to share your journey, or grab a tip from others who are keeping their legs light and their hearts strong. Let's keep the conversation warm, the blood flowing, and the good times rolling together. Swollen, achy legs or those twisty varicose veins aren't just a nuisance. They're a wake-up call that your leg health needs attention. Weak veins can sap your energy, making every step feel heavier than it should. But there's a simple, 3 quick way to fight back: vitamin C. Found in vibrant foods like oranges, bell peppers, and strawberries, this powerhouse nutrient strengthens vein walls and keeps blood flowing smoothly. Just ask Mabel, a vibrant 76-year-old from Savannah, who turned her tired, throbbing legs into a distant memory with a few delicious changes. Mabel was always the life of her book club, sharing laughs and stories over tea. But in recent years, her legs started feeling like lead weights, by middays swollen, achy, and crisscrossed with veins that made her self-conscious. Long walks through her neighborhood, once a daily joy, became a struggle, and she dreaded the heavy sensation that crept in after sitting too long. A friend suggested her diet might hold the key, pointing her toward vitamin C as a way to bolster her veins. Mabel decided to give it a shot, determined to reclaim the spring in her step. She started weaving vitamin C court foods into her meals with gusto. Breakfast became a bright mix of sliced oranges and strawberries, their juicy sweetness a morning treat. Lunch often featured a kale salad tossed with colorful bell peppers and a zesty lemon dressing. Packing a double punch of vitamin C, for snacks she nibbled on broccoli florets or blueberries, savoring their flavor and their vein-joy. Mabel learned that vitamin C isn't just about fighting colds. It builds collagen, the glue that keeps vein walls tough and elastic. Without enough, veins grow fragile, letting swelling and pain take hold. Within weeks, Mabel's legs felt lighter, the swelling eased, and those achy days were fewer and farther between. She was back to her walks, her confidence soaring, and even her varicose veins seemed less prominent. Strong veins are the secret to active, pain-free legs. Vitamin C court foods like citrus, kiwi, or spinach can work wonders, reducing swelling and keeping circulation humming. Pair them with gentle habits elevating your legs after a long day, or slipping on compression socks for extra support. If you're on meds or have chronic swelling, a quick chat with your doctor can steer you right. These small steps don't just soothe your legs, they let you move through life with ease, whether you're gardening, dancing, or chasing grandkids. You deserve legs that feel as lively as your spirit. If vein health is on your mind, drop a 6 in the comments to share your story, or pick up a tip from others. What vitamin C grape food will you try? Maybe a tangy grapefruit or some crunchy cauliflower. How do you keep your legs strong and ready for action? Your story could light the way for someone else. So don't hold back. Let's spread wisdom and keep moving with vitality together. We've explored 6 powerhouse foods: nitrate, magnesium, omega-3s, protein, electrolytes, and vitamin C that transform leg health. These simple dietary additions boost circulation, strengthen muscles, reduce cramps, and fortify veins, keeping you mobile and independent past 60. Feeling cramps, weakness, or heaviness in your legs? You don't have to accept it as just aging. Small changes can prevent serious risks and restore vitality. Strong legs mean a vibrant, pain-free life. That's what counts. Which food will you try? How do you keep your legs strong? Share your story in the comments below. Your tips could inspire others. Your voice matters, so don't hold back. If this video energized your health goals, give it a like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for more ways to thrive in your golden years. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.